Right, so like I said before, I discovered this tool, which is, spoiler alert, Airtable. I've used a lot of different softwares and it just didn't really work out for me. So the main reason actually Asana for me didn't cut it with lead generation, and this is the same in other agencies as well. You want to log what you're actually doing, right? So you want to make sure you understand, for example, what campaign is running with what kind of targeting, maybe what the results are inside of your project management system, the reporting. You want to log everything basically that's happening. And within Asana, it's just not made for it. If you've tried Asana or you're using Asana currently, you'll see it's more so like a to-do list, a simple to-do list. Yes, you can have different projects and basically sub pages, but there's no real easy way to log a lot of information that you want to know about a client. And then the same with Notion. Like what I found with Notion is, yes, it's very customizable and you can set it up in any way, similar to Airtable. However, once you kind of start using it, it's not really meant to be used as like your own custom software, so to say. You keep just being like getting the feeling you're editing some sort of like Google Doc and working inside of that. Personally, for me, like I would always drag things and then like the settings would change or whatever, right? It didn't really feel like I set it up and then I had like a working product after. It was more so like a continuous Google Doc basically vibe that I was editing. So maybe if you're using one of those tools, you kind of recognize this. And that's when I found Airtable basically. And with Airtable, you have the big difference. So you can set up your systems inside of the backend, so to say, which is basically just a relational database. So if you don't know what that means, basically a relational database means it's like an Excel sheet, but it's not 2D. So there's no just rows and columns, but it's also like 3D. So you can also link, for example, let's say you have a project row and then you can link the tasks to it and you click a task and then another kind of spreadsheet opens up, so to say. So that's how you can think about relational databases. And why is this important for you? Why do you need this as an agency owner? You need it because it brings unlimited customizable features, options, and just you can it basically gives you unlimited options to make your project management completely right for you, right? So you can put in a different table to log your UGC content, or you can set up something where tasks are different than sprints or whatever, right? You can do anything basically because you have a database and you're not really constrained by how the team at Asana thought about project management. So while this customization is super nice, it also brings a lot of the responsibility, so to say, to you. So you need to set this up right. And I wanted to kind of give an impression of what like a well set up base looks like and how much work it actually is. And you really need to have your processes straight. So if you're in that phase where you are kind of just winging it, and for this client you're doing this, for that client you're doing that, the first step is actually getting your processes right and understanding what you're actually doing for a client. Like what is point A, what is point B, how are you continuously going from point A to point B, what are the deliverables, what's your reporting cycle, etc. You want to have that like clear first, because if you're going to build a project management tool for yourself and you don't know what it should look like what it should accommodate, so to say, then it's basically already lost. So you want to have that clear first. Write it out, don't have to have it like 100% clear, but like 60-70% right, and then you can start kind of turning it into your own little software. So let me just share my screen and show you what it looks like for me. So I have to blur a lot of things out because obviously I don't want to dox my clients or my team members or whatever. I want to keep it private, but I'll share as much as I can. So this is basically what we built, or what I built, I should say. I've built most of it. And basically what you're looking at right now is what's called Airtable interfaces. So you maybe know Bubble or Flutterflow or some of these other tools that are like no-code SaaS tools. Well, Airtable has taken some of these learnings for you to build internal tools super easily with Airtable interfaces. And honestly, it's been a game changer for us. So this is the front end you see, and this is like the big difference you'll see with, for example, Notion, is that this is a completely like different experience as to what the backend looks like. So where you set things up. So I built this out for my team to use. They can add tasks in the project management. They can see the different pod structures we have, all tasks. I'll not click those because I don't want to have to edit too much on this video. This is where we track all of the campaigns. So I don't do any of the campaign or service delivery at my agency myself. So that's why there are no campaigns assigned to me, to my Airtable account. But you can see them all here. You can have different filters and you can actually request a new campaign. And this will kickstart our process, for example. Here we have like tech setups we log. So with a lead generation agency, you have to set up like domains and all that kind of stuff. So we log everything here, which I'll blur out. We can create like a smart lead account. We can watch all of the leads in here. For example, we also have like client statistics in here. So we all get the data into the Airtable, and we can see the amount of emails sent every single day, uniques, opens, replies, all that kind of stuff. To basically get all of the information right in the Airtable and for the account managers to know if they're up to KPI. Meetings, so we log meetings in here, so you can just add it to a client entity. So we, like me and the management team, can see exactly who took a meeting, what was the outcome of the meeting, etc. Deliverability, so we have a process where we basically take a domain out of rotation when it hits a certain deliverability threshold. So if it's below a certain threshold, we bench it, so to say. So we put it on the bench for two weeks, and then it's automatically added to campaigns again. Reporting, so here's the Friday reporting, actually still porting this over from the old OS. So this is OS 3 we call it, but we also had OS 2. And then we have some other stuff as well. Our SOPs and our trainings are in here as well. For the entire team to see. So as you can see, it's kind of like our own little software that we can customize and build. And if you want me to make another video about how to make this stuff, if you find this interesting, let me know and I can make a video on how the editor looks like and kind of how I've built it. So then switching to the backend. So as you can see, this is kind of the editor, but if you switch over to data, you can actually see what this is displaying, so what the relational database actually looks like. And as you can see, it has a lot of different tabs. So I won't go over all of these, and I will blur a lot of things out again because I don't really want to A, dox my entire system, and B, I also don't want to dox all of my clients and that kind of stuff. But as you can see, people, so these are people in my team. Pods, so we assign them to a pod, and then we assign them to client entities where we have all of the information. Then we have all of the tasks. So these are all the tasks that my team is working on, and I can filter for who has completed the tasks and when they were created and when they were completed and all that kind of stuff. Campaigns are in here, and there's also a lot of automation behind this as well. So if someone creates a campaign, for example, in this Airtable, it's automatically added to my smart lead campaign, smart lead account, which is like a sending tool basically set up the campaign with the right settings already, the right maximum amount of leads, right time zone settings, automatically adds the inboxes. So a lot of manual stuff we skip by building our own little software. And that's actually connected with Make. So that's kind of like a separate video perhaps, but we do a lot of stuff with Make where we connect this Airtable too. So lead lists you have here, they're a separate entity, domains, inboxes, all of the leads we generate for clients. Which will take a while to load because obviously we generate that many leads. Meetings, here we log the meetings, the inbox benching like I talked about, and then some other stuff that's in there as well. So that's kind of an overview of my system. So obviously, again, I don't want to give everything away because it's my personal system, as well as there's a lot of client information. And I'm actually still running an agency as opposed to some of the other guys making videos like this. So I don't want to dox everything. So a lot of it will be blurred, but I think you will get a good overview of what's possible with Airtable, how much you can customize basically, and how you can exactly like fit in your own flows to make sure your team sort of has like their own like agency OS, right? Like an own software to get the results for your clients, stay on track, not have anything fall through the cracks. And especially if you're running an agency between the, let's say, 2.5K till 5K a month retainer mark, so it's not super high ticket. You want to have a lot of clients, you want to have 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100 clients. You're gonna have to really focus on your backend to get it right. And that's actually what I've been doing in the past year or so, just getting my systems right. And now I know we can scale up to 60, 70, 80 clients with this exact system, hire more people, basically add them to the system, and we are able to deliver and get good results and have good retention, happy clients, etc. Because of the system. And it won't increase my stress like tenfold, like a lot of you guys probably have, when you're happy you sign like 2-3 new clients, but then just stress kicks in because you don't have a system to really fulfill super well, and you just end up working more hours. So if this was helpful, let me know. Leave a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm pushing these videos out. Also let me know if you like this editing style, or if you like a bit more edited videos. I'm trying to do them a bit like raw style, to not have too many fluff and animations in between. But if you like that as well, just let me know, and maybe I'll hire an editor. And if you want help with the stuff, actually click the link in the description down below. So it's called Automated Agency. So it's actually my coaching or info product I'm going to be launching soon. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'll basically go into this stuff and teach you how I built this, help you set this up for your own agency, so you can basically travel the world, or just chill, or maybe work on some other project while your systems are taken care of, while your clients are getting results, and while your team is able to do their best work. So if that sounds interesting, click the link in the description below, automatedagency.io, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.